Everything seemed fine until the Daishinkan suddenly appeared on Beerus's planet. Everyone was startled, as it is extremely rare for the Grand Priest to pay such a visit. Goku immediately got excited, asking if he had come to announce the next tournament of power. Beerus flew into a rage, telling him to shut up and show more respect to the Grand Priest. Daishinkan replied that holding another competition of that caliber was not currently in his or Grand Zeno's plans, a response that relieved the destroyer of 7th Universe. Whis then asked his father to what they owed the honor of his visit, and the Grand Priest stated that he had come to fetch Goku. This shocked everyone. When Goku asked why, the father of the angels revealed that he intended to train him personally. Overjoyed, Goku asked where they would be training, and Daishinkan replied that they would go to a chamber within the temple at Zeno's palace, where 1 week is equivalent to 5 years. Goku asked why he had decided to train him so suddenly, and the Grand Priest explained that the universe 7 Saiyan is the most special being across all 18 universes. Because he is unique, the gods have a greater plan for his future. It seemed like just another normal day until, suddenly, an unknown Supreme Kai appeared on the planet of Universe 7's God of Destruction. Whis asked who he was and what he was doing there. Vegeta was surprised that Whis didn't recognize him. After all, he was a god. The Supreme Kai revealed he was from Universe 18, which had mysteriously returned to existence. Everyone was shocked, and Vegeta remarked that Whis hadn't been lying about the existence of 6 other universes after all. The angel speculated that it must have been the result of Android 17's wish to restore all the universes erased by Zeno. Losing patience, Vegeta demanded to know what was going on. Intimidating the Supreme Kai, the deity flew into a rage, telling Vegeta to show respect to the gods, and then revealed that the Grand Priest had summoned all the gods from universes 13 through 18 to Zeno's palace to explain why their universes had been restored. There, he had seen a certain Goku training, a Saiyan from Universe 7. Vegeta confirmed this, noting that it had indeed been a while since Kakarot went to train with the Daishinkan, and asked what the issue was. The Supreme Kai revealed he had witnessed something truly terrifying: Goku transforming into a massive white ape with unimaginable power. Vegeta was left completely stunned. Frieza discovers that Goku went to train at Zeno's palace through a device he implanted in the Saiyan during their last encounter to monitor him. The Emperor of the 7th Universe overheard a conversation between him and the leaders of the 7th Universe, where he said that training with the angel Whis was ineffective, and that he needed to increase his level. He also heard the angel of the 7th universe say that he would take the Saiyan to Daishinkan to see what they could do. Upon arriving there, Grand Priest gave Goku new clothes, causing the monitoring device to disappear. Therefore, he will no longer know what the Saiyan's next step is. Frieza is furious about this, and one of his subordinates tells him to calm down, saying it shouldn't be that serious. Frieza tells him to shut up, saying that he has no idea of Zeno and Daishinkan level, and that if Goku trains with them, it will be much more difficult to conquer all the universes. The subordinate flatters Frieza, saying that his power surpasses anyone's, and Frieza replies that although he surpassed the Saiyans with his black form, he is still far from Omni King level. The Emperor becomes so frustrated upon hearing this that he begins to cry. Cidra calls Frieza, seeking revenge against Beerus for their elimination by the 7th universe in the Tournament of Power. Frieza sees an opportunity to take advantage of this and asks the God of Destruction of the 9th universe if he hasn't learned his lesson yet. Cidra replies that he knows what Frieza wants: to reign above Zeno, and that he can help him achieve this. The Emperor of the Universe asks how, and the God of Destruction replies that to do so, he will first have to clear the path by eliminating a good portion of the existing gods of destruction. But unfortunately, he is not yet at the level for that. However, he knows a way to kill the gods without having to confront them directly. Frieza is surprised and asks how. Cidra says that first they need to make a deal, and Frieza asks what kind of deal that is. Cidra replies saying that Frieza can eliminate all the gods of destruction, except him, and in exchange, he will order his angel to take him to Zeno. Frieza says the deal is done, and when Cidra was about to reveal how to kill the gods, Beerus and Whis appear, and Frieza tells him to call back later and hangs up on the God of Destruction. While playing with Zeno, Daishinkan notices that Vados has disappeared. He informs the Omni King of what happened, and Zeno asks him to investigate. The Grand Priest looks through his staff and discovers that Frieza is killing the Kaiotians, causing the death of the gods of destruction and the disappearance of the angels. He is intrigued because there's no way Frieza could know about this weakness of the gods of destruction without someone telling him. As he is a native of Universe 7, the Grand Priest decides to come here to confront the leaders of our universe, who are on the planet of the Supreme Kai. Upon arriving, everyone is surprised by the visit. Beerus begins to tremble with fear, and Whis asks his father what is happening. Daishinkan replies that Frieza eliminated the god of destruction of the 6th universe, Champa. Beerus, frightened, says that's impossible because he's not at that level, and the Grand Priest reveals that somehow he discovered the weakness of the gods of destruction and eliminated all the Supreme Kais of the 6th universe. This means that Vados is also dead. Daishinkan asks if Whis told anyone about this weakness, and a deafening silence fills the place. Beerus never imagined Goku would ask such a question. The Saiyan tells the god of destruction he noticed that he and Quitella from Universe 4 don't get along very well. Beerus replies that just hearing Quitella's name gets on his nerves. Whis laughs and mentions that Beerus once lost an arm wrestling match to Quitella. Surprised, Goku asks if Quitella is stronger than him. Beerus flies into a rage at the question, declaring that if Goku ever says that again, he will be destroyed. Goku apologizes and asks which of the two is actually stronger. Beerus asserts that he is the most powerful god of destruction, noting that an arm wrestling match isn't enough to determine a god of destruction's true strength. The Universe 7 deity also claims superiority over the other gods of destruction in various other attributes, such as mastery of Hakai and Ultra Instinct, as well as speed. Goku is amazed, remarking that Beerus is truly incredible and continues to surprise him, and asks if he has ever fought other gods of destruction before. Beerus tells Goku that while he has seen the devastation a battle between destroyers can wreak on the universe, he has indeed faced other gods of destruction a few times. Goku dies a brutal death. Piccolo tries to revive him, but it's impossible. There is no pulse, and his Saiyan energy has vanished. Goten begins to weep over the loss of his father, while Gohan stands shocked and paralyzed, unable to believe what he is seeing. He asks Piccolo what they should do, and the Namekian tells Gohan exactly what many of us would want to say. It is time for Gohan to wake up and resume his training, because the safety of Earth is now in his hands. After all, he is Goku's son, whereas Goten is still just a little boy. Gohan agrees and asks if the rumors about Vegeta becoming Lord Beerus' successor are true. Piccolo replies that he doesn't know for sure, but thinks it is highly likely. He says that the idiot Vegeta is too arrogant to admit it, but he is the god of destruction's favorite pupil. He adds that, no matter how much Vegeta might fail to see it or try to run from reality, he is the only one in Universe 7 who possesses the traits required of a god of destruction. He also reveals that Goku had made a secret request of him a few months earlier. When Gohan asks what it was, the Namekian explains that his father had asked not to be revived with the Dragon Ball should anything happen to him in the future. Gohan asks why. Piccolo asks Whis to train him. The Angel of the 7th Universe asks why, and the Namekian replies that he saw how much Goku and Vegeta evolved when they started training on the God of Destruction's planet, and that he feels he has fallen behind. Whis asks if he thinks he can withstand intense training like the Saiyans do, and Piccolo replies that it's obvious after all. He is the Great Piccolo and also belongs to a warrior race. Whis says that's fine then, but first he will have to give a demonstration. The Namekian asks how, and Whis tells him to show his highest level. At that moment, the Namekian begins to raise his fighting power and shows the angel his orange form. Whis says it's impressive, but that alone isn't enough to convince him to train him. Piccolo asks what else he has to do, and Whis replies that Beerus only allows a new visitor to his planet if he gives him something extraordinary to eat, something the god of destruction has never tasted before. Piccolo says that this is an unusual situation, but that he will find a way to find this delicious food. Whis tells him that when he finds it, he will be waiting for him on the planet of the god of destruction. Piccolo grabs his arm, telling him to wait because it won't be long. The angel orders him not to touch him.